Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Sorry for the little delay there. I was on a different channel. I meant to put on this one, so I deleted that little live stream after 6 seconds. So, but it is what it is. But anyway, welcome everybody to another video right here on the main channel. Killer of Demons 66 Ride 2. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down in my pants, in the description box below on this channel and all my other channels, which are, like I said, down there. You just gotta find them in the description box. And as always, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that fucking bell. Treat it like it's your fucking bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn fucking thing. And if you do, well, too bad. Thank you for the free views. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night, and you know what that means. Son, go to bed. No. It's time for your late night WWE Smackdown and AEW Rampage review for August the 12th, 2022. Well, if you're watching from somewhere else, today is the 13th. Wherever you're watching this, whatever day you are watching this. Right here on the Killer Demons channel. Thank you all for watching. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's fucking forward to the weekend. Or some shit like that. A stupid song. Alright, but weekend is here, ladies and gentlemen. The second full week of August. We've got 3 weeks away till Labor Day weekend. Fast approaching the end of summer. I am in command. No. The end of summer is fast approaching. Some of you people have gone back to school. Better do your homework. And for others, you gotta wait about 3 weeks. So we got all that. Preseason football started. The Jets were in action. I don't know what happened to that game. I didn't even watch the game, sadly, because I was watching other stuff. The Niners were down 21-20. I don't know what it was not late in the fourth quarter, early in the fourth quarter. So I didn't watch the rest of the game because I was doing other things and eating my sensible dinner and all that other shit. And that's pretty much it. The Mets, what can you say, man? Tough loss tonight, losing in 10 innings to the Philadelphia Phillies, 2-1. Another great pitching performance by Max Scherzer and one stinking fucking run every time. So the Mets' 6-game winning streak goes bye-bye. I don't know what the Braves did. They were tied at 2 against the Marlins. Hopefully the Marlins won that game. I mean, not that it matters. We still have a big lead against the Braves. So, it is what it is. And for you Yankee fans out there, Hey, Boston, you finally did something. You won a game. Good job. Winning at home against the Yankees, 3-2. Yankees had a great pitching performance from that guy named Domingo Germán, but they blew it. Kind of like how the Mets did in the 10th inning. They blew it. So, it is what it is. And, that's all I gotta say about that. So now the Mets will be back tomorrow night on Channel 11 with the GOAT, Jacob deGrom. Hopefully we'll get some degromination. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And then Sunday afternoon, Chris Bassett on the mound to end that big 3-game series. Then we got some problems. We got 11 games left. 13 big games coming up, including tomorrow. And then Sunday through all next week and into the Yankee series starting on the 22nd and 23rd. No off days, by the way. So we got 2 tomorrow against the Phillies at home. Then we fly to Atlanta for a big 4-game series. Then we fly all the way to Philadelphia to play those Phillies. And you got a doubleheader next Saturday. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully DeGrom gets us a big win tomorrow, so we can hopefully win the series on Sunday. And they got Cookie Carrasco and Walker Monday and Tuesday, then DeGrom and Scherzer, and then DeGrom Wednesday and Thursday. And then if all goes well, minus any problems in Philly or any rainouts in Philly or in Atlanta, and of course here in New York City, DeGrom and Scherzer back-to-back against the Yankees. Ooh. Makes my dick hard thinking about that. Jesus Christ. Wait, the Yankees are playing? You do not want to face Scherzer and the GOAT. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. But it is what it is. Mets are still the best team in New York. And will always be for years to come. And that's all you got to say about that. And we'll move on from there. Alright, so that's your sports of the day. Minus that, first week of the preseason, just about to be over. I think there's games tomorrow, and I don't know about Sunday, but we got that. Giants won. Whoop de goddamn do. It is what it is. Next week, we got the Giants and Jets also in action next week. The Niners face the Vikings, I think in Minnesota. So we'll have to see what happens with that. And then the end of this month, we got the annual Giants-Jets game on August the 27th. And then the Niners play, I think, one more game after that on that same weekend. And then that's basically it. Preseason will be over, and we get ready for football, the start of the 2022 season. September the 8th, Bills versus the Rams on Thursday Night Football. I love that. And I'm going to go watch that when it comes around. And then September the 11th, the actual season starts. Jets versus the Ravens, and possibly Joe Flacco might be starting for the Jets. Oh, I care about that. You know, they're facing the Ravens. I hope the Ravens kick their ass. So I have to, I know, I want to fight with Otaku. I don't want to start, yelling at Otaku. Like, hey, Otaku, your team sucks. Let's be real here. The Jets ain't going anywhere next season. And they ain't going nowhere. Now, I'm saying this as a Jet fan. And they'll be lucky to get 3-4 wins this year. With that great, so-called great defense they have. But I just don't think they're going to get at least 4. As far as the Giants go, possible maybe 8, maybe 9 wins. I mean, look at the division. The division is garbage. Actually, the Jets won today. I just remember, the Jets actually won today. They beat the pedophile Eagles, so EDP, that big fat man that he is probably, in his house, like, screaming up a storm. Maybe he needs a cupcake. I don't know, but whatever. But yeah, so the Jets won. So the Jets and the Giants are 1-0, and hopefully the Niners will be 1-0. But I have to check that later. That's all that matters. And that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night. It's late, and I'm gonna get through these reviews pretty quickly, and then I'm going to sleep because I gotta get ready for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Warriors of Wrestling presents Hit the Lights in Brooklyn, New York. I'm not going to tell you where. Not that you're going to come anyway. But it is what it is. So if you want to come and try to do what you think you're going to do, ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Because not only will me and Nick and the rest of the Prophecy kick your ass, the NYPD and the men and women of Warriors of Wrestling will kick your ass too. And that goes for Outlaw Wrestling too. Or anywhere. But I digress. So, yeah. Warriors of Wrestling tomorrow. Ortiz will be there in action. Marty Bell and Allison Kay of the Hex will be in action separately, which sucks, but, But they'll be there. I'll be there. Nick will definitely be there. You better be. I'll go to his house and drag him out to come over to the house. Go over there. Maybe Mike Awesome will think about it, right, Mike? Yeah, if you don't come and say hello to me, I'm going to kick his ass. Right on. So, Nick, you better be there tomorrow. That's all I got to say about that. So, yeah. Show starts at 7 o'clock. The doors open at 6 o'clock. You better get there early. Well, get there before 5 at least. That's what I'm going to do. Well, I'll try to get there by 5:30-ish. But it is what it is. Front row is $30. General admission $25, and there will be food on hand. Pretty good, decent food. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers, pretzels, candy, soda, beer, stuff like that. But it's going to be a great time, as it always is when Warriors come to Brooklyn. Where they get a lot of people coming. Not a lot, like 1,000 people coming. Like, they get like a few hundred people coming. And it's always a good time. Fans are always interactive with the stars, Some of them get a little bit too, rowdy. So you got to keep them in check. But the Prophecy will be there in force. Like I said, me, Nick, Shane Fair will be there. Doing the best announcing in Brooklyn. Well, next to Ryan Peterson, of course. And I don't know about Captain Lou, the enforcer of the Prophecy. He might be there. I don't know. Mikey Mittens is already in Atlantic City for GCW this weekend. Homecoming is tomorrow and Sunday. You can watch that on Fight TV. Which tomorrow, I think, is at 8 o'clock, the show. 7 or 8 o'clock, the first show, part 1. Part 2 will be at 4 o'clock on Fight. And I will try to watch some of that, because I got errands to run on Sunday. And we'll see what happens with that. So, big weekend, big 2 weekends of action. Actually, all this month, a lot of action in New York or New Jersey or Rockaway Beach, wherever you want to go. But usually right here in New York, a big month of action. WOW tomorrow, Outlaw Wrestling next Thursday, the 18th, 19th, 20th, which I will be going to, and the 21st, all in Brooklyn. The 20th is in Brooklyn by the bridge. And it's going to be in the parking lot. That's a 7:30 bell time with doors, gates, whatever, how you're going to get in. 6:30 gates with, I assume there's going to be a meet and greet. I'm not sure. But should be some great action. Homicide is going to be there. Kevin Sullivan's going to be there. Prince Nana of the Embassy and part of the Prophecy will be there as well. Alpha Jr. will be there. Scotty Juhadi will be there. Even that good old friend of ours, Rich Swan. Can you handle it all night long? Okay, that guy will be there. Maybe Sue Young will be there. We hope. And other stars of Outlaw Wrestling will be there next Saturday night or evening in Brooklyn. So get your tickets now. They're going fast. That's all I gotta say about that. And they have different for Outlaw, it's different if you want where you want to sit. But I think it's in the parking lot, so I don't know how the tickets will work for that. But I already got my GA, which cost me $30. It is what it is. I'm not gonna be Mr. VIP all the time. Got bills to pay, So, but I'm going to have fun tomorrow with Nick. Next week, the same goddamn thing. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so that's that. Alright, so after tonight, I'm going to go Monday Night Raw and then NXT. As far as next week goes, my schedule for live shows will be changed a little bit. AEW may not come next Wednesday. It might come Thursday. And then my Smackdown review, I'm going to try my best to get it up probably either late Friday night or early Saturday before I head out to Outlaw Wrestling. And then after that, the week after that, I'll try to get some of my reviews up the same day or the day after. But I will say this, the end of November, probably the 26th or the 27th, I'm going to be taking a break and from live shows. I might still do some random shows, but I'll be taking a little bit of a break from YouTube to after Labor Day weekend, because I will be doing some stuff around that weekend and going into Labor Day weekend. So I got a lot of stuff to do. So I want to do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to do that and get everything done. And I hope to be back by Labor Day night, when Raw goes on, or probably September the 6th. But we'll see. I have no idea yet. I'm still kind of working things out. but I'm hoping to get back by September 6th. So probably be about a little over a week that I will be around. But like I said, I might come on to do some like regular shows, maybe some wrestling news of this big major wrestling news of the day. If I have time, I will do it. Try to maybe do some Raw thoughts, NXT thoughts, Dynamite, Smackdown, Rampage, and maybe I'll get to some Clash at the Castle predictions if I can get that. That will probably be on September the 1st, early September the 1st, or the afternoon before SmackDown. So if any extra matches come up that night, I will not be able to, do predictions for that. And as far as All Out, I'll try to get that up sometime that Saturday afternoon, probably after Clash of the Castle goes off the air. I'll try to watch it, but I might be so busy that I may not be able to watch both pay-per-views. But I will review it. I will rewatch it when I get around to it, when I'm not so busy. But I'll try to watch both of them. But like I said, I might go away for Labor Day weekend, but we'll see. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And then when I do come back after Labor Day, then the schedule will probably be the same as usual. Every other day or every 2 days, you'll get a review. But I'm going to try to stay up. I'll try my best to get videos up the same day as the show, like Tuesday night NXT, Wednesday night Dynamite. Or I might do a dual show, like AEW and NXT review. Well, we'll see what happens when we get around to September. But right now, we're going to stay pat to videos every day or every other day, every 2 days. But we'll see what happens when we get up to this Wednesday. And that's pretty much it. But like I said, I will not be doing any predictions for WOW or Outlaw. I might be doing, tomorrow definitely I'll be doing some commentary videos, maybe for one match, maybe two if I feel like it. But Prophecy Live videos will be coming. Me and Nick will do a live video. I'll show you guys some behind the scenes stuff and Outlaw Wrestling as well. So that will be coming in the next 2 weeks. And then I might do a vlog while I'm away for Labor Day weekend. And that's pretty much it. And we'll see what we do when we get there. Alright, it's 1:12. Hey, it's time for that great band named 112. Sky's the limit. Okay, no. Anyway, alright. At 1:12 in the morning on the Killer Demons channel. Thank you all for watching. My name is Peter Gilmore. I hope you like the content. If you're a first-time viewer, you're just roaming around YouTube, you see my sexy face live, come on in. Water's fine. Coming in, I don't bite. Except for you women. But it is what it is. Coming in, leave a like, leave a comment, come in the chat. Don't act the fool, because you will be kicked out. But we all know that, certain people that have no balls and they think they can out-rant me, but they can't, and they challenge me to a rant. But what do I have to prove? I beat them like so many times. Why do I have to do it? Why? I mean, seriously, why do I have to beat some ugly Uncle Fester-looking schmuck a third time? Why? To prove I'm better? I don't have to prove I'm better than anybody. Because I already know I'm better than everybody. God made me that way. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. And that includes those idiots with no balls and no brain. But it is what it is. And that's all I got to say about that. Alright, let's get into your Smackdown Rampage review for tonight. Alright, we're going to start off with Smackdown. And Smackdown, coming off a pretty decent show last week with the cliffhanger of Killer Cross and the lovely Scarlet Bordeaux. At the end of last week, when they beat the fucking shit out of Drew McIntyre, then basically told Roman, tick-tock, tick-tock. So we're going to get a whole presentation for Mr. Karrion Kross tonight. And we got some other things happening tonight. The main event for the Intercontinental title, we got Walter taking on my good friend and yours, Shinsuke Nakamura. And we'll see what happens with that. And other things during the show. And we'll get right into it right now. Alright, so we're still in Carolina, this time Raleigh, North Carolina, at the PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina. So we are still in Flair country. Monday night will be in Washington, D.C., Batista's hometown, but Batista will not be there. But anyway, and yeah, Biden and Harris won't be there either, so who cares about them? Anyway, so let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. And our commentary team, as always, on Smackdown, Mitchell Cole and the legend himself, Pat McAfee. All right, we'll move on from that. All right, so we start off with the opening sequence. We are live from Raleigh, North Carolina, at guard number 23, Michael Jordan. No. Anyway, so we start off with our first match of the night on the SmackDown side of the women's tag team tournament. We got Raquel Rodriguez and her partner, the bougie herself, Aaliyah. They take on Xia Li and Shotzi Blackheart. Not much of a match. I'm surprised it lasted lasted 9.5 minutes. Look at that. 6 minutes in, we get a commercial break. Let me just check something. Okay, we got that. Never mind. Alright, so we start off with Raquel sending Shotzi to the apron to start. Gets rolled up for a fast 2 count. Then a front face lock circa 1905. Shrugged off without much trouble by Raquel. We see Natalya and Sonya Deville pop up by the timekeepers area just to look on, because if they win next week's match with Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark, which they will not, they get to face the winner of this match. So get that. There's a little breakaway, and the referee had to break them up because they're about to fight. We come back from break. Aaliyah gets dropped on her head. Ow. For a near fall. Shotzi adding a bulldog for good measure. But Aaliyah finally breaks away. Gets the hot tag to Raquel, who cleans house. Shoulders a fallaway slam. Then the spinning Vader bomb hits Xia Li. But then Shotzi manages a Hurricane Rana into the corner. Ow. Then sliced bread number 2 gets 2 for Shotzi. Then a double Russian leg sweep by Xia Li, and Shotzi is broken up by Aaliyah's spear. Not a very good spear, but it does damage. And then Raquel picks up Xia Li. I thought she was gonna hit like a choke bomb, but she hits a Chicana bomb. Yeah, I'll still call it the Chicana bomb until it's changed. Well, it's the Tahana bomb, but until it gets changed, it will always be the Chicana bomb. And that's pretty much it. So she hits that. 1, 2, 3. Her and Aaliyah get the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. So Raquel and Aaliyah will face the winner of Natalya and Sonya Deville, or Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark. And I think it's going to be Zoe and Nikita to take on Raquel and Aaliyah. And I think Nikita and Zoe will go to the finals to face Sky Kai. There you go. There's your final right there. And I think, Io and Dakota Kai will win the belts. And then Naomi and Sasha will go and say, hey, real champions. And then they'll probably fight on a random Raw, or maybe they'll go to the next pay-per-view in October, whatever that one is. Extreme Rules. But we'll see what happens with that when we get there. And that's all I got to say about that. Alright, so match was 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video on Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns from last week, where Roman was in the ring and they got interrupted by Drew. Drew was about to fight Roman, then Killer Cross made his debut with Scarlett, and then Killer Cross beat the fucking shit out of him, and that's pretty much it. So after that, we go to Mr. Cross and the lovely Scarlett below, looking hot as always. In the back, they call that the rebirth of a darkened soul. Darkened soul. Cross waited for the perfect time to strike the chosen ones. He says, now you're going to see the new timeline, because everybody has to pay the toll. You trolls. So we get that. And then we see, we hear Drew McIntyre's music playing. He's coming out I guess for a promo or a match, and then Killer Cross just kind of like peers from the curtain, and he peers from the curtain and looks at Drew, so something's gonna happen, and we'll move on from there, and that's that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. So then Drew comes into the arena, comes to the ringside area, gets in the ring. He's looking forward to Clash of the Castle, but first of all, there's Killer Cross. Last week, he returned after a year away, took out the number 1 contender, and stared down Roman. That's going to be a problem because he's the number 1 contender, and Cross's options are Knockout, Hospital, or Graveyard. So he needs to watch what's coming at Clash at the Castle. So he basically tells Cross, look at what I'm going to do to Roman, and then you're next, or something like that. But it is what it is. And there was rumors going around today that Cross versus Roman will happen now. I don't know if it's for the belts or a belt, possibly at the Survivor Series or on a random Raw or Smackdown. So, will Killer Cross be the one to finally beat Roman? Probably not. I still think it's going to be Cody Rhodes, but that's just me. But we'll see what happens when we get there. But it says, as for tonight, shock and awe, Roman's not in the building. Well, not there, because he's busy doing other things. So Drew says, Drew was watching at SummerSlam, so Roman needs his family, weapons, and tables to beat Brock Lesnar. Well, he beat Lesnar with his bare hands, so what's he gonna do with Roman? Well, before he can answer that, Scarlett Bordeaux comes out with the epic entrance and the NXT entrance, which is fucking nice. But she didn't do the fall and pray in the ring, and then Killer Cross comes like right behind her, but didn't do that. But it was nice. Then the Usos, she gets on the ring and starts talking to Drew a little bit, kind of seduce him, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Scarlett Bordeaux's there. Wouldn't you want to get your... Anyway, so the Usos come from behind, jump McIntyre, then they hit the 1D because we the ones, like the prophecy, we the ones. They hit that and leave McIntyre laying. And then the Usos go over to Scarlett and basically say, tell Scarlett to tell her husband to step up to the tribal chief. And isn't he supposed to be a heel? How can 2 heels fight? I don't know, but it is what it is. So that was pretty decent, and I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Then we get a nice video package. Same thing we got with the United States title. We get an Intercontinental title. What do you call it? An Intercontinental title picture where everybody who's won the belt, like the U.S. title, we saw The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Shitman Hart, and others that have won that belt. So I think we saw Mike Show Me in Randy Series. Oh yeah, did it. We should have, because he was one of those champions. Don Morocco, Chico Santana with the flying jalapeno. I mean, among others, The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, guys like that. So anyway, we see that, which I thought was great. They should do that for all the belts, except for the 24/7 belt, which I heard is going to be disintegrated pretty soon, because, that Hunter is in charge. He's like, we don't need that belt anymore. I'm not going to do the comedy crap that Vince left over, and Bruce. So, it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. Alright, so we see that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Shinsuke Nakamura getting ready for his match with Walter. Then Megan Moran basically comes in and says, oh, what do you got to say for yourself for the match? We got any thoughts? And then basically said Shinsuke is ready to beat Walter, and he tells him, come on! I could tell all these moronic trolls, come on! But they can't because they're pussies. But I digress. Alright, after that, we see video of War Machine, Eric and Ivar, beating the crap out of Kofi Kingston last week. Well, actually, Kofi beating, who did he beat? He beat Eric last week after, saving a bunch of jobbers. Blah, 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 blah. So, Ivar comes to the ring for a singles match, even though he came with Eric. But Kofi Kingston jumps them from behind with a kendo stick, which didn't really last long, as both members of War Machine beat the fuck out of him. And then Ivar jumps off the fan barricade onto Kofi and basically wiped them out. And now next week we're going to get a Viking funeral for the New Day, whatever that means. Basically, New Day's gone. I think they're all injured. I don't know when Big E's coming back. I mean, he looks great, without the neck brace, still kind of rehabbing the neck. Hopefully it fuses and stuff. And then hopefully we'll get him back, I would say, by WrestleMania. But we'll see. Xavier Woods got hurt 2 weeks ago with his shin ankle injury, so he'd be gone for a couple weeks. And now Kofi's probably hurt, and I don't know how long he's going to be out. So yeah, I guess, a funeral is in order for the New Day. But we'll see what happens with that. Where's Wrestling Cat? My cat's somewhere. Probably chilling. Anyway, so we move on. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the locker room where we see, once again, Sami Zayn trying to knock on Roman's door. I guess I don't understand. Roman's not there. Why do you have the placard of his locker room there? Anyway, so he knocks on the door, and the Usos, like last week, they open the door, and they're pissed at Sami. What? It is what it is. But before Sami can get into his apology, Drew McIntyre jumps the Usos from behind and promises to do this every week until every week they get in his business. You're going to get your asses kicked, and that's pretty much it. Then Drew looks for Sami, who then somehow ran away. So that's all I got to say about that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we move on from there. Alright, then we go to your, sort of piss break up match of the night that lasted 95 seconds. We got two jobbers named Brandon Scott and Trevor Irvin. They take on the returning Hit Row. Yeah, Hit Row is back, as people have been reporting. Even my good buddy Prince Idol, who talked to me today about this. So we got Hit Row back, Ashanti the Adonis, and Top Dollar, who were going to come back. It was reported yesterday that they were going to be at Smackdown. But we were all wondering if B-Fab's going to be there. And I was talking to Prince today about B-Fab, and he was telling me that, B-Fab's probably not going to sign with anybody because she's having problems with depression. She has problems with, drugs and alcohol abuse or something like that. But I guess WWE, said, okay, well, we'll lay that off to the side. We'll let you get help, hopefully. Or maybe, Mr. Prince was lying to me, but B-Fab was there, and I was shocked. I was like, wait, what? How? I thought she had problems, and she was getting it taken care of, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, B-Fab's there, so... without Swerve, of course, because we will never get Swerve back because he's with AEW. He has a big contract. So anyway, Top Dollar, Ashanti the Adonis, and B-Fab come in. And Michael Cole actually kind of brought up, some controversy when they left, because this was Vince McMahon, got rid of all of them. Got rid of B-Fab first, then got rid of everybody else. Stupid idea. Now, Hunter's back. Hunter's in charge. Bring them all back. So we got that. So anyway, this match, like I said, 95 seconds. Top Dollar runs Scott over to start. Sends him into the corner where Adonis hits a slingshot dropkick. And basically the job didn't really do much. Top Dollar hits a World's Strongest Slam Wasteland combination on Irvin and Scott at the same goddamn time. Then a dropkick bell-to-back suplex combination called the Heavy Hitter finishes Scott at 95 seconds. Basically a humongous squash match. And that's pretty much it. So, Hit Row wins. And if you don't know, now you know. And that's pretty much it. And then after the match, Hit Row reintroduces themselves. Says, my name B-Fab, and I'm great looking. And Top Dollar's like, he says his line, you know, who better, not nada, something like that. And then Ashanti says his thing. But, you know, it doesn't feel the same without Swerve, but, you know, glad they're back. You know, I think they were big favorites with Hunter. They were big fan favorites in NXT. And just when they went to the main roster, after the first week, gone. Because they came out to Smackdown, they introduced themselves on Smackdown, and then a week later, or a week or two later, gone. All of them are gone. That sucks. So let's see what happens with that. They could be players in that tag team division, but we'll see. I don't think they're gonna win the belts, but you know, we'll see. All right, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Let me move on. All right, then we go to the commentary position where Mitchell Cole talks about MMA and grappler extraordinaire Gene LaBelle, who passed away a couple of days ago at 93. I didn't do a video because I don't know who the fuck Gene LaBelle is, and I could have researched it, but still. My condolences go out to Gene LaBelle's family, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Legendary name you really don't hear much about on WWE TV, but basically he was an MMA guy and grappler extraordinaire. I heard on the program. So, that's it. So, Gene LaBelle has passed away, and my condolences go out to his family. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, after that, we got a look back at Shayna Baszler become the #1 contender to Liv Morgan's SmackDown Women's title. That match will be at Clash of the Castle in a couple weeks. And then we're gonna get a contract signing coming up in a bit. But before that, we get a promo from the Intercontinental Champion Walter, who promises to make Shinsuke Nakamura suffer. Suffer unto me! Okay, we'll get that. By the way, speaking of that, Impact Wrestling Emergence was tonight. I didn't watch all of it. I really didn't care too much about it, except for like one match, which was the Women's Tag Team Belt Championship on the line with Ragnarok, Taya Valkyrie, and my beautiful Demon Assassin bride, Rosemary. We all know who she is, Valley Sky, defending against Chelsea Green and the virtuosa herself, Deonna Purrazzo. And it was not such a good night for the Prophecy as Deonna and Chelsea Green beat Taya and Rosemary to become the new Impact Wrestling Women's Tag Team Champions. And I think Jessica Havoc got involved. Bitch. But, you know, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens with Deonna and Chelsea as the new champs as we go into the next, go to Impact. As Impact, we'll probably be doing some tape shows pretty soon, going in through September and through most of October, and then Bound for Glory coming up around the mid-October area. That's usually the final big pay-per-view for Impact, the biggest pay-per-view of the year usually. So you only got really 2 big pay-per-views, which is Slammiversary and Bound for Glory. I would say Hard to Kill, but it's not big, but I think the big 2 is, you know, is Slammiversary and Bound for Glory. I know they have other pay-per-views like Sacrifice, and they're bringing back Lockdown at, I think, another show, or as a Friday, Saturday type show, not a pay-per-view, obviously, and one of those events that happen on Saturday that nobody watches. So they're bringing back Lethal Lockdown, so that's kind of cool. But other than that, the Emergence was, I heard Alex Shelley and, what's his name, the Impact Champion, what's his name, I can't think of his name, but yeah, Alex Shelley went for the world title, and, I heard it was a pretty damn good match, but that's all I know. I haven't really seen it, and I'm not going to. I don't really care too much about Impact except for Rosemary, that's it, so. If you saw it, good. Just don't tell me, just don't come on hit me up on social media. Say, oh, yeah, this and that one. I'm like, I don't care about Impact, really. I don't care. And that's all I got to say about that. Let me move on. Alright, so after the Walter promo, we get ready for the contract signing between Shayna Baszler and Liv Morgan. But before that, Ronda Rousey comes over the barricade. She's suspended. Comes over the barricade with a gym bag. We don't know what's in it. Rousey said she was suspended and fined. So she's like, I'm going to pay my fine. Double the fine. She's like, this is double the fine. She's like, it looked like $100,000 in there. I was like, oh. I was like, somebody get in the ring, steal all that money. She says, well, here's my fine doubled whatever I was supposed to pay, but it's like, I'll do it again and again and again. And she's like, being the best is expensive. Well, yeah, don't do it again. So anyway, security comes out with like 3 referees and like 2 security guards, one male and female African-American security guard. So Rousey leaves, threatens to beat up the female security guard, trying to break her arm. And then kind of thinks about it and is like, I'm not going to do it. And then they finally kind of bring her to the back. She goes up the ramp by herself, even though with the other security guard, the big black guy, he's like, get back, what are you doing? Get in the back. Everyone's like, bitch, you know who I am. So anyway, and then Shayna Baszler comes out, and her and Ronda have an argument on the aisleway. That was shocking. And Shayna's like, you can't do this. You know, you're better than that. Stuff like that. And then basically Ronda's like, I thought you were a killer. So then Ronda leaves. Shayna goes to the ring. She gets to the ring. Promises Liv is next on the list. She's like, why don't you just take that money? I was like, ooh, money. Shh. Put it in my pocket. And then I want to get on my stick. Thanks, Ronda, for dinner for later. Click. You know? But anyway, Baszler signs the contract, tells Liv to get out here right now. So Liv, after a couple of minutes, comes out with her arm still in that, that sling, if you will. She gets in the ring, says Baszler is a bootleg Ronda Rousey. Ouch. And says, I should know because I beat Ronda not once but twice. You tapped. Liv signs the contract. Fans remind her that you tapped out. And then Shayna beats the fuck out of Liv for a little bit. But Morgan manages a springboard bulldog. Nice help there, Shayna. To the table. And the money goes everywhere. And then she escapes. And then the fans continue to chant, you tapped out at Liv as she holds up the belt. So that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Was what it was. I'm praying Shayna Baszler wins at Clash of the Castle. I really do, so they can set up Shayna and Ronda for Extreme Rules and a submissions match. That I would freaking mark the fuck out that match happens. Please, don't let Liv win and then you bring in Horseface Charlotte Flair. Because you know that would happen anyway. I think Liv will probably lose to Charlotte, and then we'll see Charlotte and maybe Ronda at Extreme Rules. Because we can't have Charlotte versus Ronda at the Survivor Series, because you know how it is at the Survivor Series. Champion versus champion. I wonder how that's going to work for, Roman. Because they're saying Roman might lose one of those belts maybe before the Survivor Series to who? I don't know and I don't care. As long as, Roman loses the WWE title, who cares? Who cares? He's still a Universal Champion for over 700 and some odd days. So, it is what it is. And really, Raw needs a championship. They do. But it is what it is. And people are saying to unify the women's title. I kind of agree with that. There should be one women's title on both shows. I'm all for unified titles, but then again, if you don't have the champs on both shows, then what does it matter? It is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So, Roman is probably going to lose one of those belts, probably at Extreme Rules, I would think. And then at Survivor Series, he will probably be facing Killer Cross, or maybe whoever is the WWE Champion by that time. Which could be Killer Cross, I don't know. But I think Roman's going to hold that belt all the way past WrestleMania 39, when he may be facing The Rock, or Cody Rhodes, but we'll see when we get there. And that's that. Alright, so out of the way with the Shayna Baszler and Morgan thing, I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then the Usos come with the Sami Zayn in the back, start yelling at him for leaving them high and dry. Sami says he was going to get security. Bullshit. Which doesn't really sit well with the Usos, who say, well, we're going to go to the ring and we're going to call out Drew McIntyre. For another beatdown, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. And we'll move on. So the Usos come out, because we the ones. And they call out Drew McIntyre and anyone he wants as his partner. So it started off with Drew taking on the Usos 2-on-1. Drew started beating up the Usos, but the numbers game caught up to Drew. But then Madcap Riddick Moss comes out for the save, and we get a tag team match player right out the gate. So Drew's like, okay, he cleans house. We go to break. We come back. Moss explodes out of the corner to drop Jay. Then we get the double tag to Drew and Jimmy. And then Sami Zayn comes out for the distraction. So a super kick by one of the Usos leads into the Superfly Splash. I think it was by Jimmy. Oh, doesn't matter. Superfly Splash on Drew gets a 2.99995 count. Moss then pulls Jay to the outside. They fall into the Timekeeper's area. Sloppily. And then Drew, on the inside, Drew hits the classical kiss. Headbutt. Then he loads up 3, 2, 1 Claymore on Jimmy. And they get the win in about 9 minutes. Match was alright. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Jay tries to go after Drew, but gets hit with the Future Shock DDT. And then Sammy can get in, but he gets Claymored for his troubles. So Drew stands tall, and that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll see what happens with that next week on the program. So all that, I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the moment of the night. Maximum male models. Monsieur Marseille, the beautiful Sophia Cromwell, and our good buddy Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. So anyway, or Max Dupree. But it's still Eli Drake to all you. So anyway, they're doing a photo shoot. And then Los Lotharios come in to interrupt. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. They come in. They want to be models and try to hit on Maxine Dupree or Sophia Cromwell. That didn't work. And then Max Dupree is all annoyed and tells them to get the fuck out of here. And then after that, Monsieur and Marseille are putting baby oil on their chest. I'm like, oh god. Johnson & Johnson is having a great sponsorship tonight. But it is what it is. So I gave all that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So move on. Alright, there we get another video from what happened last week when Shinsuke beat Ludwig Kaiser to get the title shot versus Walter. That's that. But before we get to the main event, we have a segment with Ricochet, laughing about beating Happy Slappy Crap Corbin last week. And then he gets jumped by, guess who? Baron Snaring. Who gives a shit? Boring Snowman Corbin. And I guess that feud is going to continue on, and nobody cares. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we get a promo from Nikita Lyons, those lovely thighs of hers, and Zoe Stark, who love to fight and dance. Even though, Nikita was dancing, she's like, she's dancing, Dad! She's dancing! And then Zoe's like, stop it! No, she didn't say that. But we get that. So yeah, Nikita was dancing with her hot ass and legs and boobies and all that shit, and so he's like, I don't want to dance. Pretty much. Whoa. I'm watching The Rise of Skywalker episode, episode 9 of Star Wars, episode 9? The Rise of Skywalker, and then the Emperor's like stealing their souls and so on. Bow down and worship your Emperor. Strike me down and you're the center to the dark side will repeat. Young Skywalker. And that's pretty much it. And that's near the end of the freaking movie where I think Rey's that black. Oh, I'm not gonna do. If you haven't seen Rise of Skywalker, then you will not be told a spoiler. But damn, that's a lot of warships. Holy shit! One guy against all that. I'm not going in there. There better be some. Oh, there comes some Millennium Falcon. with hey, it's Billy D. Williams was in this movie. I forgot about that. Lando Calrissian, the Mandalorian, comes in with Chewie, and he's helping out Poe and everything. And there's I think that's supposed that was not Obi-Wan. I forgot who that was. Who was that? That guy who was shooting that thing. It's an old guy. I think that's one of the people from the old movies. I forget. Blah 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 blah. Now they're showing the actual people from, you know, the early Star Wars movies. You know, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Jedi. And basically, you know, Lando and company are just whipping that candy ass in the movie. And then, Zori. Zori's like a Mandalorian type person, I think, character in that movie. Now they're showing, basically the Emperor who basically stole their souls. Come in. Supposedly he dies and he comes back from the dead in like the first couple, the new ones, episode 7 and 8, and then now you see him in 9, and he does again. Whoops. And like Kylo Ren and Rey were trying to fight, and now Kylo Ren's gonna die right now. So look, there you go, picked him up. So falls the last Skywalker. Die. Yep, there he goes into the pit. Ooh, and to his death. And then a lightning bolt hits him. For good measure. But I think he lived. No, he didn't. I don't think he died. I think he lives at the end. I don't care. Alright, there's your spoilers for that movie. But anyway, move on. Alright, so yeah, Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark like to fight and dance in Nikita's case. And that's pretty much it. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we go to your main event of the evening for the Intercontinental title. Walter taking on Shinsuke Nakamura and Pat McAfee dancing up a storm, you know, kicking freaking Michael Cole's head. Always a good time. Ludwig Kaiser with him as well. So we get all that. So we get some good old-fashioned grappling to start. And then Nakamura with a 1905 headlock. Then some uppercuts and chops by Gunther. Drop Nakamura. Then we get a Boston Crab on Nakamura, putting him in trouble. They get switched into the good old-fashioned STF, not the STFU. Cole talks about Walter wanting to face people like John Cena and other elite stars. Yeah, I'd like to see Walter kick the living shit out of Cena. That would be really nice. But it is what it is. Cross arm breaker doesn't work well for Nakamura, so he starts kicking away at the arm. The arm is good enough for a huge chop by Walter, like basically killed him. No, he knocked him down. And his freaking chest looks like chopped liver. We go to break. We come back. Walter's favoring his arm a little bit, so he kicks Nakamura in the face. He goes up top for a splash, gets counted into the triangle choke, but Walter muscles Nakamura up. Nakamura then switches into an armbar, which gets reversed into a beautiful butterfly suplex to get out of trouble. Then a hard knee to face rocks Walter in the corner, and then Shinsuke hits good vibrations. Make it even more problematic for Mr. Gunther. Then the sliding German suplex. Nakamura landed in front of Ludwig Kaiser and starts yelling at him. He goes, "Come on!" They get back up. Walter hits the shotgun dropkick in the corner. Goes for the powerbomb. Shinsuke got out of that. Goes up to Kinshasa, but gets knocked away by a hard clothesline, turning him inside out. But Nakamura goes after the arm again, but Walter dropkicked him in the back, which kind of stunned Nakamura. Then he picks him up. Boom! Powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Walter retains the Intercontinental title in a little over 13 minutes. Pretty damn good match. I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. After the match, Ludwig Kaiser comes in and they do the Imperium pose. And that ends Smackdown for tonight. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So Smackdown was pretty decent, not great. I mean, last week they didn't really. I think they. I don't know what the They did 1.9 on Smackdown last week. So we'll see what happens this week with the rating. But it was still a pretty decent show. So I'm going to give it 6.25 out of 10 stars for that. And that's all I got to say about that. And we'll move on to Rampage. And Rampage was a pretty show. Not great. We saw a couple of good things. Also, we are from where are we? Charleston, West Virginia. I think we're at. I forget where we're at this week. But in any event, case, we have our commentary team of the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Taz, Little Bullet, and back down King Ross, barbecue sauce King Ross, back out Stone Cold. So we get all that. And it was like I said, pretty decent show. Starts out with the legend, wait for it, legendary man himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone, interviewing the man himself, Bryan Danielson. Yes! So he comes out, gets in the ring. Tony wants to get Bryan's thoughts on what Daniel Garcia's been saying about him as of late, calling himself the Dragon Slayer, and then ask if he's 100% healthy right now. So Danielson's like, I'll handle this there, Tony. So he talks about he's never been 100% in his 23 years of wrestling, and that nothing pleases him more than fighting in the ring. And as a result, he will continue wrestling unless physically unable to wrestle or physically stopped to wrestle by Brie Bella. No. Anyway, Danielson knows that someone will have to end his career, but it's not happening this Wednesday in that 2 out of 3 falls match with Garcia. And on cue, Daniel Garcia comes out, calls him his hero, but that his hero sounds like he's going to lose. And as far as he's concerned, Danielson is coming up with excuses. He's tired of Danielson retiring and coming back because it's hurting him, meaning Garcia. And Garcia, wants to hurt Danielson as a result. And he says, after Wednesday, I won't be known as the Dragon Slayer. I will be known as the best technical wrestler in the world. So see what happens with that. Danielson then comes right back, expresses concerns about the crap that Chris Jericho has been shoving down Garcia's throat about sports entertainment, which is not even a thing anymore, because now it's pro wrestling. Danielson questions whether Garcia wants to be the best sports entertainer in the business or the best technical wrestler in the world, and he's going to leave that up to Daniel to figure out. Danielson then leaves the ring. Garcia just stands there like, what the fuck what just happened? And that's basically it. So Danielson's like saying, well, you want to become a sports entertainer or you want to become best technical wrestler? So we'll see what happens with that. Wednesday night on the program should be a great match. A lot of people say, why is this match happening at All Out? Well, they're setting up a feud between Jericho and Danielson to happen at All Out. I think that's a good choice. Go with All Out. Jericho, Danielson, I think it'll be a great match. And we'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on from there. All right, so I gave that first segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on from there. All right, then we go to match number 1 for the AAA Intergender Tag Team Championships, defended for the first time in on American soil. We got the champs, the Lovebirds, the 2 Lovebirds that just got married, the Guevaras, Ty Mello, not Ty Conti anymore, Ty Mello, which is her real name, Tanara Mello, that's her real name, Ty Mello and Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, taking on Dante Martin and Sky Blue. Buzz, 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 Sky's blue, duh. So anyway, it starts out with Sammy shoving Dante, Sky Blue charges right at Ty as we get a cat fight. They tumble to the outside. Dante connects with an ankle trip on Sammy as he's on top of him delivering punches. Sammy manages to fight him off briefly, but Dante comes right back, tosses him into the ropes. Ty then grabs him and forces Dante to exit as Ty is now the legal participant. So she cannot face Dante's stupid intergender rules. You can get that in indie wrestling. But it is what it is. Sky connects with a big crossbody. Ty comes back with a judo takedown as Sky gets up to shove her. So Ty slaps her right in the mush. And then Sky comes right back with one slap of her own. Bitch, you slapped me! Slap that bitch. Yeah. Then they start unloading on each other. Ty rolls through to get Sky Blue in a neck crank submission hold. Then she turns that into a pin attempt for a near fall. Sky kicks Conti in the knee, falls out with an injury. Comes off the ropes, Sammy trips her ankles up from outside to help Ty take advantage as we go on a break. We come back, Dante and Sammy are the legal men now. Dante does a sweet-ass dropkick, sends Sammy outside the ring. Dante gets Sammy back in the ring as Ty latches onto the left leg of Dante. But Sammy grabs the head of Dante as Dante launches himself off the hands of Sammy and back of Ty Conti to deliver a Gilmore Kata! Bang! For a near fall. Sammy comes right back with a knee to face. And then Sky Blue manages to tag herself in without Sammy and Ty even realizing it. She delivers a leg scissors takedown on Sammy, or hurricane on Sammy. Ty comes right back with a Ty KO. 1, 2, 3. The wedded couple get the win, and then after the match, they proceed to suck face and almost have simulated sex in the ring. Which probably wouldn't be a bad thing. But then again, who knows? Alright, so the Guevaras get the win. Match I didn't really give two shits about. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And it lasted 8 minutes. And then we move on from there. Let's see here. I think we got segments in between, but I missed it. But anyway, we move on. Alright, match number 2. We have the AEW, Rampage debut of Parker Bordeaux. No relation to Scarlett. Takes on the man himself, woman herself, Sonny Kiss, making her TV debut, finally. All Sonny Kiss has been doing is very relegated to Elevation and Dark. That's pretty much it. Basically, this was a squash match for Parker. He wins in 70 seconds, a minute 10. Basically, really, Sonny didn't really do much. And that was it. Parker wins with a one-handed modified body slam that took no effort at all. So he gets the win. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Bing, bang, boom. The third member of the Trustbusters, along with Ari Daivari and Slim J, stand tall. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go backstage, where we see Andrade and Bruce, Los Facción de Ignobles. They're talking a private party, Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy, as they proclaim themselves the winners of the Trios tournament. Then we see Butcher and the Blade there for some odd reason. Andrade reminds them that they work for him, and that they need to put their money where their mouth is and step up. So Private Party will be facing Swerve and Our Glory for the tag team belts next week, and Andrade will be watching that one very closely. I think they're going to break up the entire group, or the AFHO, so the Private Party's going to go on their own way, Butcher and the Blade are going to go on their own way, and it is what it is, and I just think Rouge, Dragon Lee, and Andrade are going to just have their stable, with Jose as La Facción de Ignobles, and that's pretty much it. They don't need Private Party, they don't need Butcher and the Blade, they just go by themselves and job on Elevation or Dark, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to match number 3. We had Billy Gunn in the ass, boys! They take on Beardhausen of Eric Redbeard, or Eric Rowan, and Mr. Danhausen! I will curse you! That's pretty much it. It was an okay match, nothing great, 4.5 minute suckfest. So it's also with Eric Redbeard, and just waiting for one of the guns to face. Colton comes in, tries his luck, but Eric Redbeard beats his ass up. Austin comes in, tries his luck, same fucking thing. And then Mr. Danhausen comes in, as Austin cheap shots him. We go to another set of commercials. I think we go to picture-in-picture. We come back. Danhausen gets the hot tag to Eric, who delivers a body splash to Colton, tosses Austin out of the ring. And he delivers a running double crossbody to both of them on the outside. Fans are going a little bit nuts. It is what it is. Back in the ring, Eric delivers a spinning heel kick to Austin for a near fall, but gets interrupted by Colton Gunn. Then the Gun Club delivers strikes to Redbeard's back. They try for a double suplex. That's not going to work. He counters with a suplex of his own on both of them. And then he gets the hot tag to Mr. Danhausen. He grabs Colton. And then Eric bounces off the ropes as Billy Gunn, Mr. Ass, is an asshole. Billy Gunn pulls the top rope, sends the big man crashing to the outside. And then Colton delivers the famouser to Mr. Danhausen. 1, 2, 3. The Ass Boys get the win over Beardhausen. And that's pretty much it. Another loss for Mr. Danhausen. Damn. That's pretty much it. Alright, match wasn't anything to write home about. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. After the match, Billy Gunn gets in the ring and he is pissed with his sons, saying, "You're not doing what I taught you to do." And he kind of admits that he misses the Acclaim, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. And he says, "I got you guys another match lined up, I assume for next week's Rampage." And they're like, "Oh man!" So Billy just leaves them high and dry, and the Ass Boys just leave the ring. They leave the ring, then they go up to Stokely Hathaway, who's basically trying to get him in his stable. He's like, "Take my card! Take my card! Come on! It's your choice!" And then the Ass Boys like, "Fuck you, dude." And then leave. That's it. So that's basically all I gotta say about that. They were tempted, but leave. And that's pretty much it. Then we move on. Alright, then we go to the back with the beautiful Lexi in the back. Not Lexi Bliss, but the other Lexi. With Swerve and our Glory, Keith Lee. And our good friend, my good friend, Prince Idol's cousin, Swerve Scott, or Swerve Strickland, whatever you want to call him. They're being interviewed and talk about their upcoming matchup with Private Party. Coming up, I believe that's for the belts. As far as they are concerned, Private Party has no chance to win. Pretty much. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on. Alright, before the main event, before the main event, we have a segment with Send for the Man! Hook comes out, the FTW champion, for an interview with Tony Baloney in the ring. And Tony's asking him about, the FTW championship now being an open challenge kind of thing. So then Zach Clayton comes out. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Supposedly he's a reality star from Jersey. It's like, oh, you're not from Jersey? Sure. But probably some other shit show from Jersey. So anyway. So yeah, Hook was like giving one-word answers. Is the FTW championship, an open challenge? And Hook's like, yep. Okay. So Zach Clayton comes out and he wants to take the FTW title back to New Jersey, otherwise known as God's Country. That's not God's Country, sorry. You know what God's Country is? New York! But I digress. So Hook invites him to come to fight, but Clayton's like, no, we're going to do this. I'm from New Jersey, we're going to do this on my terms. So it's going to be next week on Rampage. Hook defends the title against Zach Clayton. And, that's pretty much it. He's an MTV reality star like The Miz was. I don't know what show he's on. I personally don't. But Hook's gonna beat this fucking douchebag from Jersey down, and that's all I care about. So yeah, there you go for next week. That's it. And we move on. Alright, then we get Bismarck Henry. And with Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends. Give me a hug. And Ari Daivari and the Truth Busters, Parker and Parker Widow and Slim J. So we got that, and then after that, it's time for the main event. So it's also with Cassidy trying to put his hands down his pants. Ari interrupts with a microphone, and he wants Cassidy to lay down so he can pin him, so he can get out of this shitty town. Come on. So Cassidy takes his glasses off, lays down on his back. So he tries for the cover. Cassidy rolls his way all the way out of the ring, Ari gives chase and tosses him into the ring. A little bait and switch by Ari. That was nice. Cassidy with a standing switch of his own delivers a drop kick. Then he intercepts a kick attempt by Ari, pushes him into the corner, and then OC charges at Ari, but Ari moves out of the way, does a neck breaker as we go to our final commercial break. And then we come back. OC is sent into ropes, planted with a standing sleeper hold. Interesting. The ref checks on OC, but OC has some life left. Backs Ari into the corner. Both men then bounce off the ropes for a big-time collision that leaves them both laid out. Then they stagger to their feet. OC gets elevated over the top turnbuckle. And then Ari tries to attack him, but he goes face first into the turnbuckle. Ow. OC tries to look for a high-risk maneuver, but gets stopped. But he delivers a diving crossbody after pushing him off. Daivari now with a kick to the midsection, followed up with a hangman's neck breaker. OC counts with a suplex to give himself some time. And then OC now with his trademark light kicks of doom. Oh! 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 Stuff. Which is always fun to see. Then an ugly super kick. Come on, dude. Seriously? You can't hit a simple super kick? Anyway, OC tries looking for the orange punch, but gets countered by Daivari with a very nice rock bottom, sound count for a near fall. OC comes up with a very nice spinning DDT, followed by another DDT from the top rope. That gets a near fall. And then Slim J tries jumping on the apron, and then the best friends stop him. OC gets back in the ring as Ari trips him up on the ropes to set up a pinfall, which OC kicks out. Then a desperation kick out, like I said. Ari tries looking for the hammerlock clothesline, but OC rolls him up. Daivari gets out of it, tries to go for a thrust kick. OC then knocks him out cold with the orange punch. 1, 2, 3. We have your winner, Orange Cassidy. And that is freshly squeezed orange juice. Tastes good. So, alright, so OC gets the win in about 10 minutes. Match was alright. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, Slim J tries to attack Cassidy, and the best friends lay him out. But Parker Bordeaux comes in, basically takes everybody out with ease. And then OC tries for a comeback near the end. And then Sonny Kiss comes in, tries to help out his friend Orange Cassidy, but he turns on him and kicks him right in those freshly squeezed orange balls. Nuts. And that's pretty much it. As we see Sonny Kiss celebrating with the Trustbusters, and now he is now officially joined the Trustbusters. So now they're a foursome, and that's pretty much it. Who didn't see that coming? I mean, you really need to give Sonny Kiss some TV time, but mostly he's going to be on Dark and Television anyway. But we might see him when the best friends in a trios tournament take on the Truthbusters. So we'll get that probably next week or maybe the week after that. We'll see what happens with that. And that ends the show. So pretty show, pretty normal show, I'd say. So I gave it a pretty solid 6 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of Rampage and Smackdown tonight down below in the comment section. Don't forget to stick that like button up Susan's you-know-what. Smash that like button to death. Smash that subscribe button down to death as well. And that's pretty much it. Got some couple of subs in over the last couple of days, so thank you all for that. Mostly was fakes, but thank you for the free views, assholes. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And that's it. We're getting close. We're getting close to about 1,215 subs. On our way to 1,225, and hopefully we'll get to 1,250. But we'll see what happens with that when we get there. But continue to hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends. Share the video all over the internet. Tap that bell to get notified when I do a video, so you don't miss anything. And if you do, well, fuck you. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, so I'm going to edit this video, then I'm going to bed, because I got a long day tomorrow. Gotta have some breakfast, gotta feed the wrestling cat, gotta Gotta do some things, gotta take a shower, look good. So when I go to WOW tomorrow night, I look good, I don't look like an asshole. So other people are not gonna, use their deodorant and look like assholes, with no teeth. We know some people that do that. He probably went to Smackdown and was sitting next to people and like, oh my god, this guy! Get him out of here! Get him out of here, stupid mammal! Get out of here! But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So, I'm gonna have a good time tomorrow with Nick and the other people. Everybody else is going to WOW tomorrow. Gonna meet Ortiz, Allison K, and Marty Bell, and all the other men and women of Warriors of Wrestling. Gonna hang out with my good buddy Joey B. And we're gonna have fun tomorrow night. Prophecy Live videos will be coming on the Peter Gilmore channel. Maybe some commentary. I don't know what match I would do. Maybe Ortiz versus Joe Ocasio for the world title. We'll do that, depending on how much power I have on my phone. But we'll see what happens. I will try my best to do that. I might get copyright claim because of the music. But, we'll see what happens with that. I think after the match, whoever wins, I know the music's going to hit. So I'll probably just end the video right there. Or I might keep it. If I get copyright claimed, I'll just mute the music at the end of the video. Nothing wrong with that. I won't care if I get copyright claimed for whatever music that Joe Ocasio uses. Because we all know he's going to defeat Ortiz and keep the title until he loses to Jade at the 15th anniversary. Joey B's girl, Jade, the Women of Warriors of Wrestling Women's Champion, who faces Marty Bell. And she's going to retain, obviously. So, we got that. Allison Cage faces Mr. Darius Carter, former 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. And, that's it. So, we should have some great fun. It's going to be a great time. And, that's all I got to say about that. So, I'm going to have fun. And, not worry about insignificant assholes, because they don't matter to me anymore. I already beat them 6 million ways to 1. Back and forth, laying that pipe down in their, in their mama's and girlfriend's pussy, and then proceeding to basically take my fist and ram it down their fucking throat. Because that's what the prophecy does. We don't lose. We never lost. We have never lost. No matter what these idiots say. We have never lost. And we're not cowards like you guys are. But I digress. That's all I gotta say about that. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. Once again, 6 out of 10 for Rampage. 6.25 out of 10 stars for Smackdown. Pretty decent shows, and that's all I gotta say about that. Watch my rant about people who inflate their view count, their likes, their comments, stuff like that. Basically, fake people on this website that are basically botting, to get views and get clout and all that other shit. So check out my rant down below in the description box. Already on its way up. On its way up because my rant channel is legendary and they can't beat me in rants, and that's all I gotta say about that. And it is what it is. And by the way, that challenge, not happening. Hey, you're a pussy guy, dude. I know I'm a pussy. I get a lot of it. Thank you. Nice knowing you, meth head. But that's all I gotta say about that. You're not worth my time. None of you pussies are worth my time, and you can't out-rap me anyway. Because you're gonna say the same fucking shit about me. It's the same fucking shit. I don't need to go on have a thing with Chase moderating. I don't need to do it. I'm not doing it on my own channel. So I got no time. So you can declare yourself the winner. You can call yourself the king of rants, but you're not, because you will never get to my level of ranting. You're not. So you're like over here. I'm like way. I'm in God. I'm in heaven right now. I'm like way up here. You're like way down there. You're sucking Satan's cock. That's what you're doing. To get to my level, you have to really get up from the depths of hell to get to my level of ranting, because nobody can beat me. Nobody. Not even WJ can out-rant me. Well, he's done, so I already took over his slot. And anybody else? I think me and JD will probably have a good round. Me and Joe Cronin, I think we can debate. If Joe beats me, so what? If JD beats me, who cares? His Braves still suck. It is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. So really, none of you insignificant trolls can outrant me and outbeat me and outdo anything with me. So I mean, it is what it is. So Prophecy wins again. Point to Prophecy. That's it. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. I bid you adieu. And as always, rock on and rock hard with your coot. And if you are not down with that, it's simple. It's simple. We're the Prophecy. We're the best thing going today. And you're a bunch of jealous fucks that can't do shit all to us because you can't out-debate us. You can't do better videos than us. You got 5 fucking views on your gaming channels and all that other shit. You can't win. You are not going to win because in the end, your rear end, that's where you're going to get kicked and get a big black cock when you go to jail because you keep fucking with us. Especially if you go below the belt, which you love to do. But you guys are going to jail. And that's all I gotta say about it. We're not going. You're going. Because you're a bunch of pussies. And that's all I gotta say about that. So that's it. I'm going to bed. I don't need to talk about these insignificant assholes anymore because I'm much better than them. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you all for watching. If you're going to WOW tomorrow night, if you're in the Brooklyn area, you see me, Nick, and maybe Captain Lou, maybe Shane Fair, come say hi. Maybe we'll sign an autograph. Maybe we'll take a picture. I don't know. We'll see. But we're gonna have fun tomorrow night, and that's all that matters. And I'm going to have a great weekend. And tomorrow night, I'm going to have fun with... The missus is not going to the show. But she will be with me on Sunday. We're going to do our usual normal Sunday brunch with my parents. And, because gotta spend some time with the parents before, things happen. Gotta do it, Gotta do what you gotta do before, we... do things. We're thinking about going, like I said, we're going away around Labor Day weekend, so we'll be away for a little bit, and we'll be back after Labor Day weekend. And then, like I said, the live shows will be stopping probably on next, not this Wednesday, probably the 24th or 25th. The live shows will stop for about a week or so, but I will be trying to do some videos here and there as we get to Labor Day weekend and everything, Clash of the Castle, and All Out. The reviews may or may not come. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them or not. If I have time, I'll do them. If not, then I might just put it up on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll get that. But we'll see what happens when we get there. And that's it. I will not be doing I may do a post Labor Day vlog on the 6th. If I come back in time, I might do depending on what time I come back, I might do a quick Labor Day vlog, or I might do it the day after that, so like a post Labor Day vlog on TSL, probably 20 or 30 something, whatever I do it. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. And then we start the month of September, and then we'll get back on track, and then we roll on to the end of the year, and we'll see what happens with that. That's it. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Peter Gilmore signing off. Like I said, if you're not down with us, not down with the Prophecy, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. You better believe it. And that's all I gotta say about that. And as always, Kenny, get in here, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Peter Gilmore signing off. And like Kenny Omega says, goodbye. And good night. Bang! Adios, bitches. And for you trolls, I'll see you in your dreams. Nighty night. Get the jergens ready. Bye, bitches. Love you.